In this video, we're going to take a look at doing sorting with a pivot table. Sorting is real easy to do. It works pretty much the same way as it does with an ordinary table, but we're going to do a pivot table. So first of all, we need the pivot table, and that's on the Insert tab. And again, to do a pivot table, you need to have repeating values in at least one of your columns so that you can summarize on those repeating values. We've got 3 of them here, so this is a great example for a pivot table. Put the cursor any place in the data. Make sure you've got field names at the top of each column. Put the cursor in the data, click on the pivot table button, and if you put the cursor in the data, it'll automatically select the data for you, assuming there are no blank lines in it. And we're going to put it on a new worksheet. Click on OK, and here's our empty pivot table. And let's put some data in there. Let's put in product, and let's put in revenue. Okay. And we will sort this data, and or not sort it, we'll format it before we sort it. And so there we go. And when I click outside the pivot table, my pivot table information over here goes away. So just click back on the pivot table, and your field list reappears over here on the right. So if you want to sort data, you know, it's a pretty small list, but you can sort it. One way to do it is right-click and choose Sort. And you can sort smallest to largest, or you can sort largest to smallest, and it'll sort the data for you. Let's make it a little bit more interesting though. Let's add months in there as well. And now let's say that I want to sort. I want to know what my best month was for each coffee. Well, you can right-click on here, but we're going to take a look at another way to do it here. We're going to look at the way we've done it with regular tables, and that is go to the Data tab, and if you're in one of these non-bold numbers here and you do a sort, it assumes that you want to sort the non-bold numbers either in ascending or descending order. So let's say I want to know what my best month was for each product. Click on the Z to A here, which is largest to smallest. And I just sorted each one with the best month at the top and the worst month down at the bottom. I can also sort on by product here. Now it looks like it's already in descending order here based on product. So let's do an ascending order, which will flip them around. I'll have French at the bottom and Turkish at the top. And it just sorted based on the bold numbers because the cursor was in one of the bold numbers. So it sorts that way. It leaves the rest of it alone. If I want to sort alphabetically by name, it should be Brazilian, French, and Turkish. Put the cursor on one of the names and do an A to Z sort. And we got Brazilian, French, and Turkish. If I want to sort by month, now this one's kind of interesting. Let's do an A to Z sort here. Just click on any one of the months. Doesn't matter if it's up here or down here. We'll click down here, and we'll do an A to Z sort. And you might expect if we're doing an A to Z sort that the months would be listed alphabetically, but they're not. They're listed chronologically. And one kind of neat feature of Excel is that it has a feature called custom lists. And it has 2 custom lists built in. It has custom lists for months. It has a custom list for days of the week. And actually it has 2 for each. You can use full names of the months, or you can use 3-letter abbreviations for the months. And Excel has a custom list for those, putting them in chronological order rather than alphabetical order. So you can always sort month names or 3-letter abbreviations for month names, and they will be put in chronological order rather than alphabetical order. The same thing applies to days of the week. You can sort on days of the week, either full names of the days, or you can do abbreviated names of the days with just the first 3 letters. And you can create your own custom list if you want to, but those 2 or 4, depending on how you count them, are built in.